That's zoomed in way more than I want. That's it? I don't like that. Can I move it? Still move. Oh, I don't like it. I'm just gonna have to put up with it being fairly big. Hello everyone, my name is Luke, and today I'm going to be talking about con etiquette. What does that mean? Let me explain to you. First of all, con as in convention, not con as in someone trying to scam you. That is not what we like. We don't enjoy being scammed. A convention is a gathering of individuals who meet at an arranged time and place to discuss or engage in some common interest. For instance, at most conventions that I'll be talking to, you're going to either be a gamer or a weeb, talk about games or anime or TV shows or cartoons, something like that. And etiquette is the customary code of polite behaviour in society or amongst members of a particular group. So, convention etiquette is really how you should be acting when you're at a convention to make sure you don't annoy other people, to make sure you respect everyone else, and to make sure that you don't get kicked out, because I've seen that happen before, and it's not really what you want to happen, especially if you paid £20, €20, something like that, to get into a convention, because they won't refund you if they have to kick you out. So, before I move into the recommendations on how I think that people should act at a convention, I'm going to give you some advice on how to make your convention experience more enjoyable. For instance, first of all, don't be shy. Other people will be as scared as you are of them. They will probably want to take pictures with as many people as possible, and most likely you will too. Most people will be able to have a common interest with you, and you will most likely be able to have a conversation with anyone at a convention, as long as you aren't limited to a singular fandom, and that's all. Try to explore the entirety of the convention. Sometimes you will miss things that you could have enjoyed. For instance, this year at QCon, I didn't find any of the gaming. I couldn't find the VR sets, I couldn't find the retro games, because I didn't know where they were. I didn't explore the convention enough. I missed out on them and found out afterward that they were there. I was very disappointed that I hadn't found them. It made me feel annoyed at myself, because I know I'm going to have to wait until the next convention to try out those things, to play them games, to do all that stuff. So make sure you explore the entire convention. Another thing is, make sure you don't buy things the second you see them, because often you'll find something later that you want to buy, but you won't have enough money because you went and saw something new straight away, like, gotta buy this, gotta get all my money gone straight away. Don't do that. Make sure you save money throughout the convention, because you might see something later that you definitely want to buy. Also, don't just go into the seller's hall. The artist's alley is normally the best place to find amazing artists who will most likely have similar interests to you. People who want to sell at conventions are most likely to have common interests with people who attend conventions. Often they will be people who will walk around conventions and for one day do the artist's alley. They will want to talk to as many people as possible and get as much of their art out there to get exposure. Make sure to support the artists. It means so very much to them whenever anyone pays for the art they've done. It just makes them feel so happy. And if possible, don't con crunch. It will really ruin your experience of a convention if you're up until 4 or 5 a.m. the day before, and then you wake up really late, or you wake up even just at the normal time and you're tired throughout the whole day. You won't get as good of an experience talking to people, being with people, if you are tired, wrecked, completely worn out. It will just ruin your convention experience, and you'll most likely forget something that you needed to bring to the convention. Though it may help out your cosplay, you should probably prepare it in advance, just so that you know that it's there and ready. It will also help not stress the night before the convention if you have everything ready at least a week in advance of the convention. So I'm now going to move on to the kind of rules section of the video, like things that you definitely shouldn't be doing at a convention because it can ruin other people's experiences, even if it doesn't hurt your own. First of all, don't be loud whenever you're in a closed, confined area. This can cause some people to feel claustrophobic. This can make some people feel very uncomfortable because some people are very sensitive to like loud noises, and it can just hurt their con experience a lot. It may put them off the convention as a whole. They may leave the convention, and that's not what you want. You want as many people to enjoy the convention as you possibly can. Again, as I said in the Cosplayers I'll Be Your Advocate video, don't take pictures of people without permission. This will make people feel really uncomfortable if they see pictures of themselves online and on photography accounts. If they don't know them photos have been taken, some people don't want to take photos at conventions, even with other people. So just make sure that you ask someone before taking a picture with them or without them. If you make sure to not take photos of anyone without their permission. This can really scare people if someone's taken a picture of them without their knowledge, and if someone's taken one picture of them, they don't know how many other people could have taken photos of them, which can make them feel really uncomfortable, really freaked out. It might put them off going to conventions. Just make sure to ask people if you want photos with them or photos of them, so that they don't feel uncomfortable at conventions. Wanting to take photos of other people can also help with their confidence because it makes them feel like their cosplay is really good, because everyone's cosplay is normally really good. Another thing is, if someone comes up to you and starts talking to you out of the blue, you don't know them, but they act like they know you. Either you may know them from online and you just haven't recognized them, or they may be trying to escape other people. There are often people at conventions who will go try to talk to people who seem really uncomfortable, and those people go to other people to kind of ask for help. So if someone comes up to you and kind of says to you, yo, look, this person is being a bit odd, would I be able to hang out with you for a bit? Just don't say no to people like that, because it can really hurt their experience at the convention if they feel trapped by someone. Don't assume that everyone is in character. I've had experiences like this where people have came up to me and said, oh, look, you're my brother or something, which would be acting in character, and I've just felt really weirded out because I don't know the person. It's affected me. I felt really weirded out because I don't know this person, but just because they think we're cosplaying from the same anime or game, they feel like they know me as if I'm the character, whereas I'm normally would prefer to not be in character at conventions. I want to be myself and talk to people as me, not as a character. Obviously, there is no problem with being in character, but just make sure that you know the other person is fine with being in character before just going straight up to them and talking to them as if they are the character and not a real person. Make sure to respect the con venue as well. At QCon this year, there were people who used chalk to vandalize areas. There was chalk writing all over the walls for cutesy pictures. Please don't do that. This can the venue can shut down the convention as a whole, and it can off-put a lot of people who really will look forward to a con coming around every year. Cons normally will yearly go on, but I've seen cons be cancelled completely just due to people being disrespectful to the venue itself, not the staff. On that note, be respectful to the staff as well. They're there normally as volunteers. They aren't there to be harassed by people. They aren't there to be told by people what they can and can't do. The staff are there to help you, to make sure that the convention goes smoothly, and to make sure that the convention can keep going year after year after year. This one should be a given, but don't insult anyone else's cosplay. It can really knock someone's confidence if someone says, oh, your cosplay is inaccurate, or oh, this person's cosplay is better than yours if they're cosplaying the same character. On the other end of it, don't say to someone, oh, I saw the same character earlier but yours is better, because that just makes it awkward. Because if you say thanks, then it's kind of, you feel like you're, say, putting down the other person for their cosplay. So just don't compare people to other cosplayers. Make sure you're talking about them and not as a comparison to other people. And I implore you, please keep yourself clean. Shower before a convention every single day. You don't want to go around a convention stinking, because it will off-put other people from you. It will make you seem like you are just not a person that you want to hang around with. It will ruin your convention in a way, because people will just avoid you due to how you smell. It's not a good thing to do, is to smell at a convention. It's just not nice. So moving on from them kind of rules as such, here is a recommended convention kit list to keep you going through the convention, so that you are happy with the convention. You don't feel let down by the convention just because you've forgotten something. So make sure you have food and water, or money for food and water. You don't want to be going the whole day without eating and then feeling drained after the convention. It will make you feel like the convention wasn't a good experience. Make sure you bring a change of clothes just in case. At conventions it can rain, or your cosplay may be uncomfortable even though you didn't realize it before, because most people don't wear their cosplays for a full day whenever they're at home. Bring a change of clothes. It has saved me in the past multiple times. Forget your convention entry pass. If it's a lanyard or a wristband, or if you need some kind of proof that you've bought a ticket, don't forget that. Not being able to get into the convention means you will have to spend time going back home or to your hotel room to get the stuff, which can kill an hour or so off of your convention, depending on how far away you are. Another thing is, make sure to bring cosplay repair kits or makeup and face paint, just in case your cosplay deteriorates throughout the day. Makeup often will kind of wear away during the day, and you want to make sure that you're looking your best the whole way throughout the convention, so that other people see you as a dedicated cosplayer and know that you aren't giving up on your cosplay halfway through the day. Please, please, please bring deodorant or something to keep you smelling nice. Deodorant, perfume, both of them are good, because you, again, as I said before, you don't want to smell. It will put other people off being around you. And if you're wanting to take photos or videos with other people, make sure to bring your phone, obviously, possibly a camera if you have a good enough one that you're happy with using, and a power bank to charge them up. You don't want to go halfway through a convention and have your phone run out of charge. I haven't had this personally, but I know other people who have, and throughout the day they have had to ask other people to take photos of them and send them to them, and sometimes they haven't been able to get them photos after, due to that other person either forgetting or not being bothered to give them their photos, which can really hurt people. Last but definitely not least, I've seen most people who go to convention experience post-con blues. Basically, people will feel sad after conventions due to them looking forward to it for so long, and then feeling after like, that's it, I don't have anything to look forward to after. So a few things. Keep in contact with your convention friends. While you're there, make sure to get some way to contact them, their Instagram, their phone numbers, so that you can keep in contact, and whenever you see each other next, it'll feel even better because you'll know someone. And as I say that, meet up with people outside of conventions. It will just help so much with keeping away missing conventions, feeling like you don't have anyone who you know in the cosplay community, especially whenever there are meetups that are hosted and you can get maybe 20 or 30 cosplayers to meet up in a specific place or cosplay together. It can be really helpful to avoid feeling bad about not being at a convention. And find out when the next convention is so that you have something else to look forward to, because I know that after conventions I'm just looking forward to another one. I just want to see when the next convention is, and the next one, and the next one, so that I know whenever I can see my friends again who say live in another country or far away that I wouldn't be able to meet up with normally. So thank you so much for watching. These are my recommendations for conventions. If you have any suggestions that I've missed, please leave them in the comments below. I can throw updates on my Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, I have an Instagram. It'll be linked down below, along with my group Instagram, Kronk, which will also be dropped down below. It says here, 2 hour ago me has asked me to beg for comments, likes, and subscribers, so do that if you want. I don't know why I've written that. Bit of an idiot sometimes, but thank you for watching, and break out.